Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing our paycheck number 5 cash envelope stuffing for the month of April. So I will be cash stuffing $584 for this paycheck, but our paycheck this month is $704 because my husband used a little bit of his vacation time that he could use to supplement our paycheck for the month, because as you guys know, if you guys don't watch my vlogs, my husband did leave his job so he can take me to my new job, which is so exciting, and it makes so much more sense to do that so he can go back to school full time as he takes me to work, because my work is another city away from us, and we really think that it's better for us long term. So if you guys want to catch up on that, just watch my previous vlog. But we're gonna go ahead and cash stuff some money. Here I have my wallet that I've used for a couple of weeks now, and I'm loving it, but it does get dirt on it, but I still really love it. I do try to link this one down below. It's not this exact one, it's the other version of it, because I got this from an arcade place, so I can't find it anywhere. We are transitioning into a bi-weekly paycheck, so we do have to stuff more into our cash envelopes. That's why I budgeted originally $500 for this paycheck, but it wasn't going to be enough if we were going to transition into bi-weekly, because that means our groceries needs to be, instead of 130, it needs to be 260. Our allowance, instead of it being $25, it's going to be $50. So I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. If not, please let me know in the comments down below. I still am trying to work on a how-to budget type of a video, but I'm still trying to struggle and put that into my schedule. I already have it planned out and everything, but it's just so hard. But I will recommend a couple of videos for you guys down below of some amazing women that I know did really well in executing those videos. So right now, instead of putting $20 into our miscellaneous, I'm putting $40 because it's gonna be 2 weeks until I stuff this again. So I used to be a bi-weekly budgeter, but I just transitioned into a job that was weekly paychecks, and then now I'm going back into the bi-weekly schedule. So it definitely takes a hit on our budget, but we have to do it because there's no other way for me not to do a bi-weekly schedule and force it into weekly. And you're gonna hear some noises because it's in the afternoon right now and apparently everyone's out driving. So I put $40 in here. So now we have 20, 40, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, and $69 in our miscellaneous fund. And this just covers for anything that we need. For example, we ran out of food money, we just pull it from here, and as you guys can tell, I haven't been pulling money here from the last week, so it's gonna be a big adjustment for me not stuffing every week. So hopefully I don't have any withdrawals, because I love stuffing my envelopes every week, but you know, new job, new opportunity. But for my allowance, we're putting $50 in here because we usually put $25 every week, and my budget for the month is $100. So I haven't been touching this like I told you guys, but I think I'm gonna get a haircut before I start my first day at work. I don't know yet. I'm kind of traumatized by this point, but we'll see. So we're actually, let me take out this 5 right here. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 91, 2, 3, 4, and $95 in my envelope. So that's a lot of money that I usually don't get to have this much money, and technically I have $100, but I put that aside for later. But I'm so glad, because I'm starting to accumulate money in here, and I can, you know, buy stuff for myself, because I used to combine it with my baby and she would always take out money from me, and I gotta take care of myself too. And my baby is pretty much set for all the clothes, because somebody gave us bags and bags of clothes up until 2 years old. So the only thing I need to worry about is diapers, shoes, because I need to get her started with shoes, and her food. So to anyone who's giving away clothes for other people, you guys are lifesavers, because you guys are saving other people money, and that's what I want to do. But we are wanting to have another baby in the future, hopefully when we make more money. But for my baby's money, we're gonna put $50 as well. And my husband already got his money in the bank because he doesn't have a cash envelope. He likes his money in the bank, and that's perfectly fine. Let me exchange these 3, 4, 5. These ones. Oh no, actually I don't have a 5. But I'm just gonna put this $5 on the side. And you guys are gonna see where I put that later. So for my baby's money, I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 91, and $92. And this has to last us for 2 weeks. We haven't really been going to places lately. And for food money, we are putting 260 in here. That is a lot, but that's good for 2 weeks, like I said. And food just doesn't mean just groceries. It also means eating out, as well as household stuff gets pulled from here. And my baby's formula, when she doesn't have any, which right now she's about to run out, so we need to get her some formulas. I'm gonna go ahead and actually let me let me do 260 right here. Okay, so in our grocery fund we have 100, 250, 70, 90, 300, 5, 6, and 7. $307 for 2 weeks, because we haven't really been grocery shopping like big amounts lately because we're home a lot and we've been cooking in, like we've been making a lot of eggs, honestly, is what we're living off of right now, and tuna and sardines for me. Like my husband and I bought a lot of frozen meals also like 2 weeks ago, and that's what we've been eating. So we've been doing really good with the food category. And then I put this money back into my wallet because this is what I use on a daily basis, and that just kind of stays in there. All right, we're moving on to, let's go to our sinking funds binder. And for sinking funds, we're also putting 2 weeks worth of cash stuffing in here. And for my baby Miha, we don't have money allocated for this. We just use this little money that I put on the side and add that to her. But I did put $50 in here with my YouTube paycheck. If you guys are wondering, I do get paid with YouTube and a little bit more this time around, which I'm so grateful for. And I was able to put a little bit of extra in here because usually I just stuff this with extra money from our allowance, and it's a lot of 5. That's why it's so thick. So I need to like exchange this with bigger amounts of money. For my baby's money, for her savings account, we have 100, 200, 320, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, $500, guys. 505, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. 520 for my baby's savings account, and once it reaches $1,000, I will exchange that into a 1K slip so it can accumulate money in the bank. Hopefully that will help her out in the future when she needs it. For my medical fund, we're putting $20 in here. I did stuff a little bit of money in here with my YouTube paycheck, like I said. If you want to check that video out, it is gonna be like 2 videos before this one, I think. So I'm gonna take a 20 in here, and now we have 100, 220, 40, 60, 80, 90, 305. Oh my gosh, for medical, that's amazing. And I think my goal for this one is 1,000 per person, so 1,000 for me, my husband, and my baby, and then I'll stop stuffing it. I don't know if we'll get there because we're slowly putting money in here, but if it ever gets there, so I need to put a goal sticker here. For gifts, we're putting $20 here as well, and that's good for 2 weeks. I don't have any birthdays coming up. I think my husband's father's birthday is coming up in May, but it's gonna be like in the middle of May, so I'm trying to think about what to give him. So we have 100, 20, 40, 60, and 180 for our gifts right here. And then for Christmas, it's gonna get $20 as well, and my goal for Christmas is $700, so we're kind of getting there. So for gifts, we have 120, 40, 60, 80, 220, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and $90. 290, so we'll be like over 300 the next time you guys see us stuff this. Alright, moving on to planners. We're not going to stuff this because I didn't add any side hustle income in here. My goal for this is 170 and right now we have 100 in here. For car maintenance, we're putting $20 as well. It's slowly getting there. It's slowly accumulating money and my goal for this is $1,000 and I will stop stuffing this. We just recently used this to replace my husband's tires and that was like $500 and something. So I had to deplete this envelope and take money out from my down payment envelope. But what I didn't do is I didn't have to use or swipe a credit card for that. So that just feels so amazing. But we're gonna start accumulating money in here again. So we have $20, $40, $50, and $60. And for our down payment, this is our plan to move out here in the future and we're trying to rent a house instead of buying, but you know, whatever suits you. But I will put $20 in here as well. So now we have 120, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, and 90. $190 saved up in our down payment envelope. And we're done with our purple binder, which is just my sinking funds. And we're gonna move on to our pink binder. Our rent is fully funded, so we don't need that for this month. And I'm actually gonna give this to our in-laws. And then for my husband's phone, we're putting 40 in here. And this should have 80. These are my only two bills that I keep in a cash envelope. The rest is electronically paid for with our bank. And I just have a separate checking account for that to be automatically taken out of. So we have $20, $40, $60, and $80 for my husband's phone. For emergency fund and for debt, we won't have a lot. We'll put $20 in each. And I know that's not very much, but I did stuff my debt on my YouTube paycheck, so that's kind of good. So for emergency fund, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40, 60, 80, 220, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 310, and 320 for our emergency fund. And that just gets deposited into the bank at the end of the month to add to our emergency fund. And that just covers anything that is unbudgeted. And then for debt, we're putting $20 here as well. So this got a lot of money from my YouTube paycheck, so I'm so happy about that. So now we have 150, 220, 40, 60, 80, 320, 40, 60, 80, 420, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, $35. We have $535 for our debt snowball for the month. And that's amazing, guys. I get to put this in to a credit card. It doesn't pay off the credit card, but it pays off half of it. So hopefully the next 2 months we can pay that off, or hopefully in the next month I can pay that off. But I'm so happy about this, and I get to say goodbye to that credit card. But as you guys have recommended, don't close the account, and we didn't. The ones that we've paid off. And my husband's credit card score just went up, but we don't need the credit card score right now because we're not like trying to find a house in the next year. So it's still really good that it shot up like that. So I'm so happy about that. So we're gonna close out this binder, and the next thing we're gonna do is my $100 savings challenge, and we're gonna lowball it this time around. I'm only doing $4, the very lowest, and I'm only doing one envelope. So if you're doing the same $100 envelope challenge, don't be ashamed or don't feel bad for not being able to stuff twice a week or for not stuffing a big amount. Sometimes we just gotta do that. It depends on your budget, and so you don't have to break your budget. So we have $4 here, 3 and 4, and we're just gonna stuff this in here. I do want to use this to go home to the Philippines, as you guys know, so I'm so excited for that. And hopefully whatever's left over, either I'll give it to my family or we pay it off with debt. Wherever we're at with our debt at that time, we'll be able to make that decision. But I am going to use the red one for the $4. I used this $100 envelope challenge tracker by Natalie's Envelopes that is also linked down below. It's like $1.50 and it's an instant download that you can use if you want to try this out. Alright, so we colored one envelope, and you know, that's okay. That's just what we can do for our budget this week. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending your time here with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and please give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe if you are new. I will see you on my next video. Bye!